to like writing now.
I did,
Um,
yeah, you told me last time. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that job just started like last
Nice.
week or whatever. It's pretty
Nice,
cool though.
nice.
I like it a lot. Um, you just have like free reign pretty much on like what to cover. Like I've written MLB article, NFL article, NBA.
Oh, shoot. Nice.
Um, just about like the markets that we offer. It's pretty sick.
That's pretty good. That's
I
pretty
like
good.
I like
Well, Bet
writing
three
it.
six five is like mostly just Denver and stuff, right? Or no?
Like like their office and stuff.
Like the market, like they only have it in a few states. It's not everywhere,
Oh,
right?
it's in like 12 now. It's
Oh, that's,
like
that's pretty good.
yeah, they just opened in Kansas like 2 days ago, I think.
Oh,
And then they got Tennessee a couple weeks ago. They're in a lot like Ohio, Arizona, Colorado,
nice.
North Carolina, Louisiana, Kentucky. They're in a bunch.
Oh, those are some good markets. Some
Yeah,
solid ones. Some solid stuff
I
going
I
on.
don't ever I'll never understand California just like not having it legal. The amount of money that
I
they can
know.
make off of it is insane.
I know. It's ridiculous. Same with Texas.
Yeah,
Like, I
Texas.
really don't get
I
it.
don't. I can't really tell if it's like a liberal or
I don't
you know
know.
like what philosophy it is.
I really don't know.
I
Because
feel
like
like
Texas,
gambling.
Texas and California are both ends of the spectrum, but
I
both of
know
them don't
that's what
have
I feel like
it.
gambling and like the legality of like marijuana go together, and so that's more like um
Yeah.
liberal. But then California doesn't have it, and then like a whole bunch of like southern states have sports betting legals. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. Am I echoing, by the way? It might be a little bit. No. Okay.
Not. I've heard myself like. I mean, kinda actually. I can hear it a little bit.
Here now. Okay. I can just put on headphones.
All right.
Solid. Okay. These are gross. It's so dusty.
I like
All right.
that shirt.
Dude, it's good, right? I got it for like $10 at a thrift store
Oh,
out
nice.
here somehow. I don't know why. There's thrift stores for that have Nugget shirts, but yeah, it's like ten
Damn.
bucks. It's a Nike one.
Solid.
But all right, let's get going. Welcome back, everybody. Another episode of the Sideline. My name is Rishi Oza.
My name's Asher Hire.
Oh, solid, solid. We are going to be overreacting as much as we can to the Broncos game last night. First preseason game. It's weird. Normally, when preseason comes, I'm excited. I like feel something, but maybe it's because there's nothing like super new to the team this year that I just kind of was like, oh, it's preseason. Okay, cool. Like last year, I was obviously because of Bo Nix, I was excited. I was like, man, I want to see how he does. I want to see how he does. This year, I was kind of just like, okay, all right. I mean, it's there. I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know. How did you feel? Just like the anticipation to it.
I was pretty excited actually, just like hearing, like all the rave reviews through camp of the whole team.
Hmm.
Honestly, like, and then Sean Payton coming out and saying that this is a Super Bowl team. That he's only felt that like seven, or yes, this is like his seventh time feeling it. Um, and he doesn't just say stuff like that. Obviously, the other times he's felt it is when they went there in 2009, and then probably like that year with the Minnesota Miracle, the one with the Rams clear pass interference both
Yeah.
uh, in those playoff games. He probably felt it there. So like I know he's only he has like two appearances I think in the Super Bowl. Um, so he's 2 out of 6, but really he could be like 4 out of 6 in those predictions.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so he's not just gonna like say that, and that's the first time that I've really heard Super Bowl come out of this team's mouth in a long time. So I was excited to see how the first team offense would look out there. The defense, I know like they were missing a couple players, but still was excited to see that too. Can't say that they lived up though, the first team,
Yeah.
to my expectations or my excitement. Um, but that's why there's preseason games to get that stuff out of the way in the preseason before the regular season starts, which I don't understand teams not playing starters, especially young quarterbacks. The fact Case Keenum is, playing half the game and Caleb Williams doesn't get a snap, I just don't understand.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but yeah, overall, I
Um,
mean, I'm pretty excited about this season for sure.
Yeah, no, me too, me too. And yeah, those reviews out of camp, we haven't talked about it much, but they've been very good, very high on all ends. Um, the biggest one I was kind of looking for, honestly, was Troy Franklin. I was really looking to see how he was going to look. Seemed like he is either wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 3, depending on how you see Marvin Mims. But he was out there next to Cortland Sutton, and he looked good. I mean, he had made a couple plays, had a difficult catch on that fourth down early in the first quarter, I think, and that was good to see. I mean, he can get open whenever he wants. I mean, that we saw that all of last year, but it was just catching the ball that he really struggled with. The easiest part of being a receiver. So he looked good. Bo had one good throw to Sutton that was dropped. That was one that was kind of all right. I mean, that was a little disappointing to see, but he did underthrow a couple other ones. I think he was looking for Franklin on like a deep crosser that was broken up because he underthrew it. He had another one that he underthrew, but I think it was
Yeah,
towards
the one
again
to
towards the end
Sutton, the
zone.
one to Sutton in the end zone was underthrown.
That one, yeah, that's
Um,
one I'm
and then
thinking
he
of.
had that weird intentional grounding thing, but
Yeah,
um, I mean, there's not much to see out of only like two drives and one
exactly.
being shut down by that. Um,
Yeah,
I don't know, the amount of pressure that they let up to a backup defensive line was kind of bad.
yeah. That was definitely I was definitely more disappointed in the offense than I was the defense. The defense had
Yeah,
that really bad first drive, but then they picked it up right after. They had a ton of turnovers. McMillan I don't even want to say he got burned on
I know,
that
I
long play
know.
because that was perfect coverage. It was just a good throw. But then he made up for it with the interception right after that led to Denver getting their first points after the safety. But yeah, the offense, I didn't see anything. And I don't know if that's Sean Payton just, it's first game. We're not going to try anything out. We're not going to show a lot of our main stuff with our main guys. So we don't put film out there. Or if it was just kind of them getting the rust off. I did like what I saw from RJ Harvey. I thought instantly you could see why they liked him. He made people miss, which is something that the previous running back group did not do. Javonte Williams would have not made people miss a lot of those plays where he gets touched in the backfield, but he still gets 3-4 yards out of it. Those would have been, tackles for loss last year. So that was good to see. He did try and bounce it a little too much. There were a couple plays where he bounced it outside. One of them
Yeah,
worked, one of them didn't. Where
yeah,
you just got to go up the middle with it. But yeah, that was kind of the only bright spot I thought was RJ Harvey. The rest of it was just kind of I was honestly, I was just like, I was very underwhelmed. These are overreactions, by the way. It's in the title.
yeah. On the
Trying to
offense,
overreact.
on the offensive
Yeah.
side for sure. I thought McLaughlin looked good and Bidet.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty obvious that Estime is going to be like that odd man out. They'll probably keep
Hmm.
four running backs. Um, and Estime and Blake Watson probably will be on like the practice squad. Um, but on the defensive side of the ball, I thought there was a lot to like, especially Nick Benito. Dude, he had three straight
Yeah.
plays where he was at the quarterback like that, bro. Like, just super quick get off, super quick bend around the edge. I know as a backup left tackle, but dude, I mean, he got in there in half a second, three straight plays, completely
Yeah.
killed that drive, and it was like 4th and 16 after that. Um, man, I mean, he looked good, and as I said, without seeing Dre Greenlaw out there, it's like, and it's just kind of hard to like see the entire defense. But I thought the secondary was great too. Um, that first drive, they did allow that big play over McMillan, and then there were like a couple other decent sized chunk plays against the
Yeah.
safeties. It seemed like, um, and so I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the
I mean, it
preseason
is
still.
exactly, exactly. I'm trying to overreact. I'm trying to be a doomer, but like it is game one of the preseason,
And,
and we're also missing
yeah.
guys. Like they're not going to be fully locked in.
Honestly, I'm just glad that we played the starters. Really, I mean, just
Yeah.
giving them a couple drives out there, just to get used to the game speed, get used to different calls, different cadences, different players
Mm.
on the other team that you're not familiar with. like it's just such a big difference going from practice. You can simulate all these games in practice with scrimmages, but you're gonna get used to the players' skill sets on the other team. You're gonna get used to the cadence. You know what's coming pretty much a lot of the time. Um, and so just going out there and playing against another team is great. And I think we'll see if they play the starters in week two and preseason week two and three. I think we'll see some improvement early in the game, and then hopefully by week three of preseason, we see the starters, go out there and really put out a great looking drive.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. And I remember when it was Sean Payton's first year, um, it was Sean Payton's first year, and they played in Arizona for that first game. I remember when we went to that game, the starters played like the entire first half. I
yeah,
remember, like in game one, because they sucked, like they were not doing good. So he kept playing them until they had some sort of good drive, and it was finally like at the end of the first half, they let a good drive, they scored a touchdown. So I
it,
think we know kind of what Sean Payton's about. Like he's
it
gonna
felt it
do
felt
something until
like
he likes what he sees.
it felt like that even this game. Like I think like the
Yeah,
last drive before Knicks came out there, he could have easily just ended it there, but I think he just wanted to see some improvement. Uh,
yeah.
they went for it on fourth down a couple times, which I like in the preseason for sure. Um, yeah, you just get so much more out of it than a team like that. Like, what is the point of the Niners playing that game, dude? I just don't understand
I
not
really don't
playing your
know.
starters, bro.
Yeah, I really don't know. I really don't know. I know they have been very injury prone. Like they have the Niners will always have like 1 year where they're fully healthy and they're a contender. Then the next year everyone dies and they can't do anything. And then the next year they
Yeah,
come back they're fully healthy. So maybe they're just trying to manage it the best that they can because last year was one of those years everybody got injured. McCaffrey, barely played. Fred Warner was in and out. George Kittle was in and out. Brock Purdy was they had no receivers, right? Like Brock Purdy was kind of the only guy who was consistently out there. Uh, but so I'm assuming that's what they're doing, and then maybe week two and week three preseason they'll start to put it together a little bit more. But I think Denver needs to be able to put the stars out there. There's some different guys on offense that they need to see. I like what I saw from Pat Bryant. He had a couple of good plays, a couple of nice catches on the
yep,
sideline over the middle. Trent Sherfield made a hell of a catch. He's a guy who's they've been giving him a lot of praise in camp. Not, I mean, I thought he was going to be a special teams guy, but it looks like he's gonna get some reps on offense. That was a great catch. Jared Stidham looked really good, really comfortable as well, uh, which is a
yeah,
good sign to see if to have someone capable back in Bo Nix up. And
yeah. He
then
might be
yeah,
the
RJ
best.
Harvey
He
looks
might
solid.
be the best backup in the league, honestly. I mean,
He might be. He might be. He might be. He looked really solid. Made a couple of really nice plays with his legs. And if anything else, he could be trade bait. Say a guy
yeah,
goes down for a team and they don't have anyone young enough backing him up that they need him. So go trade sit him for a fifth round pick or something. Get something out of him. Uh, I think he's the highest paid backup, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, yeah. I think so.
He's still quite pricey. But yeah, I like what I saw from the depth, which is good. Yeah. So first starters, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens going forward. I will say I saw Evan Ingram out there a couple times, but I don't know what him and J.K. Dobbins they got like 5 snaps probably total, and then they were
Yeah,
out for the rest of the game. At that point, I don't know why they're even like don't even play them if they're barely going to play and you're not going to target them or they're not part of the scheme.
yeah. True. Again, I just think like seeing game speed is good. Even
Yeah,
even Mahomes played a snap. It was like he had one
yeah,
pass for 1 yard. But I
yeah,
think just being in the like I don't want to keep going too much on this, but I just think it's important. Even Sean Payton at the end of the game yesterday, he was like, "I have 14 things that I'm pissed off at that
yeah.
don't even have anything to do with football. It's just it's just knowing where to go in the locker room, just getting
Hmm.
your pads on and everything. Um, just being in that feeling that you're about to go play, and even Mahomes just getting one snap, he did everything that he would
Yeah,
typically do for a regular season prior to that, and then." and then you have Caleb Williams in a sweatshirt and sweatpants on. I just don't get it, dude. I just don't get it
Yeah,
with Caleb Williams, especially the most like a raw guy. I,
yeah,
I don't know. If they, I would not be shocked at all if they come out and be like 0-3. The Bengals last year didn't play any of their starters. We know how they
yeah,
started. They lost to the Patriots. Like
yeah,
if you don't play your starters, if Bo Nix didn't play, this is how he would come out in week one. He would look like this, go 6 for 11. I guarantee you. But when you get this game experience, you're just so much more ready for the season. And the Chiefs play their starters every single year.
yeah.
Um,
And you need to get used to like nobody in preseason, especially stars, are going to be going 100%. They're not going to be tackling at 100%. They'll lay off some hits, they'll go out of bounds to avoid hits. But it's good to feel getting tackled by
right,
someone who
that
is
too. Yeah,
not your teammate. Teammates are not going 100% in practice either. Even the guys who are fighting for a roster spot, they're not going to go tackle at your knees. They're not going to go, tackle up high or dive late. Like guys in preseason are like they're going to fight and,
yeah.
and they're not going to care if you get
And
hurt or not.
Richardson got hurt, but like you can tell it was because he was rusty. Like
Yeah,
like he didn't even see the guy blitzing, and he's not even on his blind side, and he didn't see him. And that's because he hasn't played a game in forever. So
yeah.
you're gonna the Bears are gonna start out 0-1. I'm telling you
No,
that.
yeah, they
Um,
never will. They need to play at the very least 2 games. You have to get some
yeah,
of the rust out. I
yeah, we'll
think
see. I guess if
the
they
way
played.
that I obviously I've never been in an NFL locker room. I don't know how you're supposed to handle preseason as a coach, at least. But from my understanding, you play them a couple drives, you let them knock the rust off, just see how it is again in week one, and then in week two, you play them a full first quarter. You let them get 3, 4 drives out. You got to score or play them until they score a touchdown in the second game. And then the third game, you play them the first half, the entire first half, and then the second half is backups. Because especially when you're a playoff team like Denver is, a lot of your or playoff caliber team like Denver is, I'll say, a lot of your positions are already solidified, and they didn't have too much roster turnover, right? Bo Nix is going to be your quarterback. Cortland Sutton's number one. Training camp, you've been able to see enough to see, all right, Marvin Mims is going to be an every snap player at the very least on offense. Who's going to be next to him? Okay, it's probably going to be Troy Franklin. Will it be Pat Bryant? I doubt it, just because he's a rookie. But we'll see. Running back wise, RJ Harvey was listed as running back 5. He got the bulk of the carries with first team. Like, does that say something? We'll see going forward. But like, you don't need to test out the depth nearly as much as they had to last season or the season before, where you're not sure of who is going to play where. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see how it goes going forward, because this is the first time in literally 10 years where preseason matters for rust and rust only. You're not trying to see something out of major impact players.
Yeah, yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
Um, I think like just because it's a big topic of discussion, and I know I said Peyton, so we're Super Bowl contenders. Do you believe that the Broncos this year can win the Super Bowl?
No. I I need to see them win a playoff game first. I
Yeah,
need to see them be competitive in a playoff game first. I mean, they're still such a young team. Like, they are more experienced, but the offense is still really, really young. The offensive line is young. Bo Nix is still very young. The receiving group is young. The running back group is young. The defense is young, right? The secondary is extremely young. Sertan, obviously, one defensive player of the year. He's the best quarterback in the league, but he's still like 24 or 25. Like, he still does not have a ton of big game experience. Riley Moss does not have a bunch of experience when he's playing healthy, right? He played healthy. He was incredible. Sprains his knee. He rushes back early and he sucks. So he needs to get there. The guys behind him, Jaquan McMillan is more experienced, but he's still young. Johnny Barron's a rookie. Brandon Jones is young-ish. Hufanga's kind of the most experienced guy on the roster, I think, in terms of playing in big games. He was on that Super Bowl roster for San Francisco. He's a first team All Pro. Like, he knows what he's doing. Outside of him, there's not a ton of guys on the roster. Dre Greenlaw as well, who are know how to play in these big games. So the team has to get through that first. And I think it's similar in football that it's in basketball, where a team can say they're contenders, they can say that they're ready for it, but you need to win a few and then lose. You have to lose. You have to lose a series, lose a game when you think you're ready to really know. Like, okay, now we're ready. Now we know what it takes to get there. Denver lost one playoff game against the Super Bowl contender last year. They need to win a game. They need to win the division. They need to do something to kind of show it a little more than just that.
Yeah. And honestly, now thinking about it, I'm kind of like, a little glad that the starters struggled a little bit just to humble themselves.
Yeah, yeah.
Because, yeah, just sounding very confident for a team that has only, had one good year and was not close to winning the playoff game at all. Um,
Yeah.
so, no, you're
For a
right.
glorious moment, we thought they had a chance to drive one. Like, man, oh my God, it's happening. And they didn't score.
Sad. Even after that fake punt, and the offense doesn't do anything. Um, I think like
Yeah,
I feel like the roster itself, it's a Super Bowl defense for sure.
yeah.
Um, there's no real like Achilles heel on the defense unless off the ball linebacker gets injured, whether it's Greenlaw or
Mhm.
Singleton. Even then, though, Lavelle Bailey and Sternad he blew up a play in the preseason game, and
Yeah.
Lavelle Bailey's been having a good camp. I mean, it seems like they're saying every player is having a good camp, so I don't really know how much to
It's
take
how it
away from
always
that.
is.
I
It's how it
know.
always. Everyone is incredible in camp. Like Joe
Yeah.
Milton. Joe Milton looks phenomenal in camp, and then he plays one game. It's like, oh my
No,
God.
for real. Um,
Yeah.
so the
I agree with you.
defense,
Yeah, the defense is there. The defense
I,
is for sure there.
I agree with you on the offense. Evan Ingram is going to have to be like the key to this offense, I think.
Mhm.
Um, because the receivers in and of themselves aren't, it's not a very talented like group of wide
Yeah.
receivers unless Evan Ingram is part of that wide receiver room at the end of the season. Like we'll really know if he's truly a tight end or a receiver, and it seems like he's definitely more of a wide receiver. So maybe you can like add him to that group, and if he performs well, that lifts him up so much higher than if he gets hurt or if he doesn't perform very, very well. Um, because it's just like I think that we'll need a number. It was Cortland Sutton with 80 some catches last year, and then the second place guy was Marvin Mims or it was Javonte Williams with 30
Yeah.
something catches. And so that fall off from Sutton to the number two guy was so major last year that if Evan Ingram can fill that void, or if and then you see the improvement of Troy Franklin, then you still got like Marvin Mims seems like the Joker to me rather than
Yeah.
Ingram, to be
Yeah.
honest. But if you can get him multiple different ways to get touches just like last year, then I think it's a solid group. But until we truly see Franklin slash Mims slash Ingram like be a good receiver, um, then I think they're not a Super Bowl contender. But you do
Yeah.
have that defense. You do I think have a Super Bowl like O line. And then obviously Bo Nix needs to be a Super Bowl quarterback. We'll see about
Yeah.
that.
That's kind of another underrated aspect of it. Like I
Yeah,
obviously I'm a believer in Bo Nix. He played extremely well for a rookie, especially later in the season. But when he was playing good elite defenses early in the season, he struggled against Seattle, against the Jets, against Pittsburgh. He looked bad. Like straight up, he looked bad. And it was because in the preseason he looked so good when they were playing Sean Payton's offense, right? Moving, throwing medium, not a ton of screen passes. But when he started to struggle, he didn't throw a touchdown until what was it, week 4 in the NFL? Like it took a while for him to get acclimated. They had to simplify it down. They had to dumb it down. So I'm wondering if they can truly play the way Sean Payton wants to, because still so many of his passes were at or behind the line of scrimmage. They did a ton of screen passes. They did a ton of quick game. Can he start to read the game deeper? And it looked like they tried doing that a little more. at least in preseason one. They threw the ball down the field. They tried pushing it. Wanted to throw a couple, had a drop, just whatever. But that's one that I'm looking for because if he can start pushing the ball down the field more, that's going to help out the run game so much because the run game did not help last year at all, and that's just a huge part of what they have to do. So Bo's improvement has to for them to be a Super Bowl contender over the next couple of years. They have to do it with Bo on a rookie contract, and for them to be able to do that, he has to have exponential growth, not just linear. He can't just take a step up and be like, "Oh, he cut down the turnovers,
Right.
he pushed the ball down the field a little more." No, he has to be like an All-Pro caliber quarterback for them to win, for them to be a Super Bowl level team now, which I don't think is going to happen, but that's what it's going to take.
Yeah. I do think though that the AFC is like pretty open right now.
Yeah,
Um, just because the Chiefs, I just think this is the year, man. Like that they're just not as good as they've been. Just based off of last year, I mean, dude, like every single week just came down to the absolute wire.
yeah,
And
yeah,
a lot, yes, they know how to win, but a lot of it was lucky too. Um, and so like all those could have easily flipped to the other team, and maybe this year it averages out. We saw when they actually did go against the best team in the league how badly they got trounced.
yeah,
That I feel like can be a little deflating for a team. Um, and then just playing this division too is going to be really hard. Like they could easily lose one game to each of these division opponents this season.
yeah,
So I don't know. They're just not
yeah,
as like their stars are getting older. Kelsey is not what he used to be. Chris Jones, has plateaued or is slightly, on the downward turn. Um, they didn't really do much in the offseason. They lost Joe Tooney. Josh Simmons was a insane that he just fell into their lap
yeah,
at pick number 32, and he looks really good. But
yeah.
um, outside of that, it's like they didn't really do much. Um, the
They're really banking
Bills,
on Rashee Rice coming back. That's kind of like their biggest addition is coming back healthy and a minimum suspension, which is only
right?
got I think he got what 3 games. So that's kind of the biggest addition offensively. But how much is
True.
it going to help when your offensive line isn't going to be the same? Kelsey's going to decline again. Like what's going to happen then?
The Bills, it's just the same exact team that they've had.
Yeah,
Their offense is going to be elite, but their defense just has no star player on
yeah,
it at all, and it's been the reason that they've lost in the past. There's no big time pass rusher. They don't have a Chris Jones or an Aaron Donald to just blow up, or a Von Miller to just win a game
yeah,
for you. Like they've never had that, and they still don't have that. And their secondary got cooked when Kaiir Elam was out there getting cooked. If someone gets injured on their defense, I think that can be a pretty poor unit. But they still have Josh Allen. Whatever. They're just the same exact team that they've been. They'll
yeah,
probably like make the AFC divisional or championship. But I think like overall, it's a beatable team. And then the Ravens, kind of the same situation. We know what they are. Um, Elite running team, but if a wide receiver gets injured, it's Zay Flowers, DeAndre Hopkins, Rashad Bateman, and that's it. And like Tylan Wallace.
yeah.
And if one of those dudes gets injured, and I say DeAndre Hopkins, this is like not a good this is not a good player.
Yeah.
So I mean the Ravens, if one of Mark Andrews on the decline for sure as well.
Yeah,
They're
Isaiah Likely's out for at least the
yeah,
start of the season.
yeah. Um, and then their defense obviously is going to be good too. But
Yeah.
I think they're beatable. The Broncos almost, you know, kind of, I guess in the first half, kept up with them last year.
They did,
Uh,
they did. But that was another thing where it's like the defense let them down more than the offense because
yeah,
they were within striking distance. You let up a touchdown right before halftime. and then Baltimore gets the ball back and they score again. So it went from what like 14-10 to like 28-10 within like 10
Right.
minutes. And that's on the offense. They literally couldn't do anything about it. So that's
And
what
then
I'm hoping the defense can stay at the same because they started off the season so good and they kept that
yeah.
momentum and then they hit that stretch and it was like like they hit a couple teams that knew what to do against them and it really fell apart. That's what I'm hoping they can keep the momentum throughout the year or at the very least end the season strong.
I wonder how like Vance is gonna call this season. Obviously, they were super
Yeah.
aggressive last year, and then I think teams kind of figured that out a little bit towards the end of last year, and that's where they hit their lull a little bit,
Mhm.
and we saw all those. Oh, yeah, we saw Zay Flowers just torch that man-to-man coverage. So I wonder like how much percentage of man they'll play. They did get better though in the secondary,
Yeah.
um, which is obviously a positive. With their safeties, no more PJ Locke. Hufanga is definitely better. Um, so that yeah, that'll be interesting. I think the only other contender I would say maybe in the AFC is like the Texans. Just with their defense was like a top three unit last year. Uh, if their offensive line can just be a little bit better, like I feel like people forget that the Texans won a playoff game last year. Like they
Yeah.
were even with
Yeah.
that terrible O line and CJ Stroud's slump, they still made the playoffs and won a game. Like that's a good team. And
Yeah.
so if Stroud can improve and if the offensive line can just be better than it was last year, I think that's a contender in my mind.
Yeah.
Um,
And I mean Cincinnati as well. Like they got off
yeah,
to such a horrible start, but I doubt that's going to happen this year again. I know their defense is going to be really bad. We still don't know what the Trey Hendrickson situation is. Their secondary still sucks, but they have arguably the best offense in football. Like at least arguably the best passing attack in football.
and they played him
Offense
in
is
the
debatable.
preseason. Yeah,
They did play him in the preseason. You figured out the Jamar Chase extension. You figured out the T Higgins situation at least short term. So we'll see what happens. But that's still a good team that if they get off to a good start can contend at least in the AFC North or yeah North.
yeah.
Pittsburgh is always going to be annoying. They're going to be fine. They're going to be good. Like there's some good teams in the AFC, but yeah, I do agree that it is a little more wide open. As of right now, I think I put Baltimore at number one. I think they're going to be the most consistent team, and then I think Kansas City and then Buffalo. But after that, like it's it's pretty open for whoever the fourth best team is. It could be Denver. I don't think it's going to be LA with the loss of Rashawn Slater. I think that's actually huge. I think their offensive line is going to really struggle compared to how it was last year.
We haven't talked about him at all. I kind of forgot about him.
Yeah, that's still a
But
playoff team.
yeah,
Like there's a lot of teams, and I think the great part about football is it's just one game. Like you can play well for 60 minutes against one team. The other team can only play well for 40 of those minutes, and you can win a game even if you're less talented and you didn't play as well in the regular season. Like it's all it takes is 60 minutes. So I uh, I think it's going to be really really interesting. I think Denver's schedule is honestly not that hard. Let me look that up. I don't think it's that difficult because again they still finished with a third place schedule. Like they were a playoff team last year, yeah, but they were in third place in their division. So they're not going to be playing the first place teams of all these other seasons. Like the beginning of the season, they should start off 2-0.
yeah,
Titans and then Colts. That should be 2-0.
right.
Those the defense has an easy start. An easy start to this season. And then Chargers, Bengals. Those are going to be two difficult games. Bengals is on Monday Night Football. That'll be fun. Eagles will be tough on the road. That's kind of the first. That's the first like big test. Like, okay, what type of team are we about to see? Because last year, I know the run defense was good, but there were still times when they played good teams that they really struggled. And that's going to be their first real early test against an elite offense. Jets. That's a London game. We'll see what happens with that. That again, though, should be an easy win. Um, Giants should be an easy win. Cowboys should be a win. Texans should be a really good game. Raiders should be a good game. That's Thursday night. Like, and then Chiefs, Commanders, Sunday Night Football. That should be a hell of a game. Raiders again. Packers should be a good game. Jags should be a win. Chiefs again on Christmas, and then Chargers to end it. Like there are some easy games. Like they should finish. Like there's 6 or 7 guaranteed that they should have, and then
Yeah,
you obviously have a bunch of
and
other home games, divisional home games. You should win all of these.
they should theoretically have like 4 really easy wins in the first 7 weeks and be 4-3 at like um near the mid-season mark, which is really good spot to be in.
Yeah,
Um, so yeah, you're right. The start of the schedule definitely. Um,
like they should be 3-1.
they should
Like
be
they
good.
should be three
Yeah,
and one after the Bengals game.
because you
And
think
that's
they
a
would
home game.
win one of
So
Chargers Bengals.
yeah, that's where I'm at. So like record prediction, like they won 10 games last year. They should be at 11. But honestly, even if they're at 10, I think 10 this year is a very balanced AFC. I think 10 can also get you in. So I think
Yeah,
11 for sure gets you in. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, this is gonna be a fun year. That Christmas game is gonna be nerve wracking
dude,
to say the least.
that and the Nuggets playing on Christmas.
Yeah, and it's gonna be at like the
Um,
same time because the
I
Nuggets are
know
the late window,
Nuggets will be at 8 or 8:30.
8 or 8:30. Yeah.
It's probably they got rid
Uh,
of those 8:30
yeah,
games, didn't they?
yeah. So yeah, it'll be Chiefs Broncos. The end of that game will be the start of the Nuggets game. And if it gets Minnesota, that Nuggets game too. So it's just like demon versus demon for both of them. It's just the worst mental nightmare for both of those teams. But I'm excited, man. I love football season. It always goes
I
by
know.
so quick.
I know.
And it creeps up on you because it's like training camp starts beginning of July and then boom, it's preseason right when August starts. So I'm
Yeah.
excited. I mean, what is your kind of record prediction? We haven't really talked about a lot of this for Denver.
I want to say that they improve on last season. I think
Mm.
they're like -110 for over 9.5, which I feel like should like to just match their win total last year. I feel like that should
Yeah,
happen. That'd be extremely disappointing if they go 9-8. Um, I don't know. I mean, because they have the potential, obviously, if
yeah.
everything just goes right to win like 13 games, I think.
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
But that's, if everything goes right on offense. The Colt, yeah, I don't know. The Shane Steichen, he kind of killed us last year. I'm not gonna lie. They should have. I mean, they outplayed the hell out
That's
of
true.
us.
That is true.
That Colts
That
game
is
is a
true.
little scary. If
That
Daniel
is
Jones
that is
starts too, he's like, a veteran. He's won games. He's made the playoffs. The Colts could be interesting, but
that's true.
um, I'm gonna say 11 wins.
Yeah, but I'm gonna like I'll count out the guaranteed losses. They lose one of the Chiefs games for sure. Afternoon game in Philly on a short week because they play Monday night the week before. That's a loss. I've never seen a more easy loss in my life. I think they lose the Commanders game too, Sunday night in Washington. I mean, that's going to be a huge matchup. That might be one of the most watched Sunday night games of the year, depending on where both of
Yeah,
these teams are at. But I think that's going to be a loss. So that's 3. That Texans game could also. I
right.
think they probably lose that Texans games too. So that's four guaranteed at least. Um, they should. I think they should win both of the Chargers games. They should have won both of them last year anyway. Um, they like a lot of the other big games though. Like they're at home.
Yeah,
Like against the
Packers.
Bengals. Against the home, yeah, Bengals are at home, Packers are at home, Cowboys are at home. Uh, like those are the big ones that they're so they should win. I think the ceiling is 12-5. I think that's the ceiling, and then I think their floor would probably be 9-8. So I'm gonna say they go 11-6. I think they
That's
go
what I'm
11 and
thinking.
6.
Yeah.
But I mean that's great. The fact that we're even talking about it seems like they're guaranteed to go above 500 for Denver. I haven't felt that in a long time.
Dude, when we started this podcast, it was Teddy Bridgewater, bro.
Yeah, yeah. We were debating between Teddy Bridgewater or Drew Lock. We were both on the Drew Lock train. Still kind of
Yeah, we
am
were.
a little
I
bit.
kind of am too. And then he
Still kind of
throws a
am.
pick in the preseason. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. We're deciding, and that team probably should have made the playoffs too. Honestly, um, what was because they started off 3-0, and it was
Oh
three
yeah.
easy wins. But
Yeah. And Teddy
what
Bridgewater
was?
looked like he was the man. Those first like four
Yeah.
games. And then he didn't tackle Darius. Oh my god, bro. That was such a
Oh, that was the nail in the
disappointing
coffin.
game.
That was
Yeah,
the
that
game.
was the
I
nail
was
in the
I was
coffin.
thinking, I was like, what was the game that kind of ended that? It was that Eagles.
Yeah.
It was that Eagles game. Because they also had that Bengals game, but I don't really like because that Bengals team went to the Super Bowl that year, so I'm not gonna say losing that
Right.
Bengals game was like a nail in the coffin. But it was that
But
Eagles
they
game,
still
I
could
think.
have won that, man. Oh my! I
Yeah,
remember where I was watching that game. I was nervous as hell. I was like working at Papa John's, nervous as shit.
yeah.
Um,
I remember that game.
but yeah,
Both of
that
those
I
games were
mean, the
just
record overall that season wasn't that bad. I forget what it was.
no,
Maybe
no.
maybe
Was that a 17 game season or was that still at 16? I don't know. I think that was still at
if
16.
I can't remember. I can't remember. I no, I think
Because
it was
that was the
17. I remember seeing like the last 16 game season was the year the Steelers won 11-0 to start, which is
oh, the COVID
2020.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And they
No,
finished
yeah.
12 and 4,
That's
like 1 and 4, whatever.
and then they lost to the Browns.
Yeah. Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a season! That was such a funny year. That was so. Everyone knew that was like the fakest 11-0 start in
I
history of
know,
football.
dude. Oh
That,
my god.
that
And
was
then
so
they
long
lost to
ago.
Washington, right? Like Chase Young
Yeah,
had a
yeah,
really
yeah.
good game, I think.
That was still the Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
that was
yeah.
Taylor Heineke at that point.
But it
His
was like
legacy
was it the
stretch.
last year of Big Ben, maybe? They're
Yeah,
just
yeah, that was his last season. He was just a statue. What a time! What a time! Yeah, I mean, and then yeah, that Teddy Bridgewater season happened. They traded for Russell Wilson. We're like, oh my god, this is a Super Bowl team. And then that was probably the worst season of football I've ever seen in my life.
and then it
I
was
think.
Sean Payton came, and then we went to the preseason game. We are like, oh, this is
Yeah,
a Super Bowl team.
yeah.
No.
I was like, oh, this is a playoff team. At least they're making
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And then that didn't happen. And then yeah, then it was last year. It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming for Denver to be good. For Denver to be good enough for us to be guaranteed that they're going to win. They're going to be above 500. It's been a while. I'm excited. I'm
I
excited to
definitely
see how they
like.
look.
Well, I don't know. It's a weird. It's a different feeling. Like, but I do. It's a good feeling though that you're like nervous every game, and you're expecting to win like a lot of the games too. It's a way different
Yeah.
feeling than I mean. Like those years with like Drew Lock going into Kansas City, bro, there's just like I wasn't even
Oh
nervous
my
because
God.
I'm like there's just no chance. And then last year we should have won that obviously. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna be nervous
Yeah.
watching any game now.
I remember the 2021 Kansas City game, um, where it was the last game of the year where Denver should have won. They like had the ball up late, and then Melvin Gordon fumbled
Oh
like
my
on the
god.
goal line. They took it back for a touchdown. I was watching on the plane. I remember I was flying back to Phoenix, and that happened. And I couldn't do anything. I was just like, "Are you kidding?" I couldn't like react.
Melvin
I was
Gordon
just
lost
stuck
us
there.
so many games with his fumbling.
So many games.
His
I
fumbling and
remember
then
that
Judy
2022
drops.
the 2022 season, the first year, Denver was 2-1 going into Vegas, and then Melvin Gordon didn't play at all. He wasn't playing. He got one carry. He broke like 3 tackles, and then he fumbled. And they returned it for a touchdown. Like, there's no way. There's no way. He got cut right after him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh my God. What a time. It's been a weird time to
Oh
be a
my
Broncos fan.
god.
It has been a really weird time to be a Broncos fan. Oh man. But
Should be
I'm
better,
excited.
man. We
I'm
haven't had it,
excited.
dude. I have not experienced like I really hope Harvey's really good because I haven't experienced really a good running back since Philip Lindsay.
Yeah. Philip Lindsay. I mean, Javante's first year, I guess,
Oh,
was
that,
good.
yeah, yeah.
I think Javante's first year, we can count that. But I don't know. But I think just after that, I don't. Yeah, dude, that because that Raiders game, that was your Javante tore everything too. When Melvin
Oh
fumbled,
my God,
Javante tore
yeah.
all of it. Like Garrett Bowles broke his leg and stuff. Like that game was the end of it.
Dude, these seasons been messed up. That Pittsburgh game where Sutton tore his ACL.
Yeah,
I mean
yeah.
that like, dude, if he stayed healthy, I like
That was such a big year for Locke too, because then he
that's what I'm
sprained his
saying, dude.
shoulder
That's what I was
and then he
like
couldn't play.
thinking in my head. It was like
And then
lock.
he like had a good stretch and he got COVID and
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
whole quarterback room got COVID. Oh my god. He really did get screwed. Like
I
'cause he
know.
got injured immediately. Like broke his hand in preseason. He couldn't play. He missed out. He should have started way earlier his rookie year, but he was still
Yeah,
hurt. Comes back. Vic Fangio hates him. And then he doesn't
I
get an
know.
offseason. He can't. There's no training camp. There's no preseason
Yeah, and then
for
they
the most
like
important year.
every single year is a different offensive coordinator.
Yeah. An offensive coordinator that doesn't fit him. Like he's a big arm
Right.
guy. He should be moving around in the pocket, taking shots, and they have freaking Pat Shermer
Oh my!
doing checkdowns half this time.
I
Like,
forgot we had
oh
Pat
my
Shermer,
god.
dude. The coaching staff was so bad. Vic Fangio as head coach. Like, remember he wouldn't even play music in practices. Um,
Yeah. And then
just
he
so
would
miserable.
I remember this one is the one where I knew it was bad. Where he like comes up, it's after practice, he's like, "Oh, I wish Teddy Bridgewater a happy birthday. You know, he's done a great job for us." And then one reporter's like, "It's also Drew Lock's birthday." He was like, "Yeah."
Yeah.
He just goes, "Yep, it is." Oh my god, this guy he hated Drew Lock so much.
Locke just needs someone to believe in him, man.
Yeah, it does. Entering year 6, all he needs is a coaching staff.
I know, for real.
He's good. All he needs is a coaching staff. Oh my god, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen in
Dude,
Seattle.
if he was a Chief, I would be scared of him, dude. Like if
Yeah,
Mahomes got hurt, he would be such a good backup for the Chiefs. I think. Like he's just that type of guy. I don't know, man. You can just never count out Drew Lock out of a game. And
no,
playing for his hometown team, playing under Andy Reid, same style as Mahomes, like he could cook in Kansas City, I think.
I think he could. I think he could. I think he would cook in like a Cincinnati offense too,
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
just speed and weapons. Like I will never. He was like my. So my first crush was Drew Lock. He's the first quarterback who like showed promise. I never let go. Like yes,
I
this is gonna be
know.
it.
That
Because
rookie
even like
season,
like
man.
because like Paxton Lynch like wasn't good.
Oh,
Like he
ever.
never like had a moment or had a game where
No.
I was like, oh okay, I see it a little
Yeah,
bit. Like
yeah.
I never saw it. Drew Lock had 5 full games his rookie year where I was like, oh my god, like this is the one.
That
But
Lions
oh
game.
man, yeah, the Lions game, that Texans game. Oh my
Oh
god,
my God, dude. He was
I
outplaying. I remember there was like they were showing stats. He was like outplaying Tom Brady and stuff. And like, oh my God, that Texans game year, I was going crazy, dude. Dude, the deep throw to KJ Hamler in the preseason Vikings game.
oh
Um,
yeah, that Panthers game. I remember it was his
the
second year,
Panthers, yeah,
the
yeah.
COVID game, that Panthers game. Man, he had opportunities. He just literally had everything against him. Everything against him. Everything against. But well, Bo's here. I think obviously Bo is much better than Drew Lock.
I think he's a lot
Realistically,
smarter. Yeah.
he's a lot smarter. You know, he's a better quarterback. And realistically, every quarterback that played over Drew Lock was also better than Drew Lock.
Yeah,
like, like
and
Teddy Bridgewater was better.
every time Law comes in now, except for that Eagles game, that one Monday
Yeah,
night
yeah.
or Sunday night or Thursday night. Um, except for that game, he's come in and like it's just
He's
like
not good.
interception every single time.
Yeah, yeah. I do think though, like it did suck. Who was it last year? Who was on the Giants, and he was supposed to play like when Daniel Jones got benched. And Drew Lock he signed in New York. Was like, yeah, I'm going to be the backup. Obviously, he's better than Tommy DeVito. And they just played Tommy DeVito over him, and for some reason, it's like, dude, like
Yeah.
I'm a backup quarterback. I get no chance to show film.
Right.
Why are we starting? Why are we starting Tommy DeVito over? Like, I felt bad for him. That wasn't his fault, but
He really
we'll
has
see.
not had a lot of stuff go his way.
No, he's not. He is not. Remember when he almost like died when he was he was on like he was driving and like a lug nut from a truck went and hit his
Oh
windshield.
my. Wait, what? I don't think I remember that.
I remember this was like his I think it was his second year. He was driving like to Denver, like from the offseason, he's still in Kansas, he's still in Missouri. And he's driving like on I-70 and like a lug nut from a truck like hit his windshield on the driver's side.
Oh my god.
Oh, let me
I don't
try
remember
looking
hearing
that up.
about that.
Let me try sending it to you because that was like
Damn.
I
And
don't
then
know. I don't even know what to look up. Hold on.
all his injuries and everything too.
The injuries. Holy cow. Drew Lock Lugnut. It was 2021, so he's coming back from a. Um, I guess he was just coming back from. But yeah, like he was on a Kansas highway. And he like I don't know how good you can see that.
Oh.
Like that would have killed him.
Wow. Yeah, holy. What?
He's had some moments. He's had some moments.
Yeah.
Uh,
But overall, I don't know. Not a great athlete. No
no,
IQ.
yeah, no. He has a big arm. And he has confidence.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I'm excited for the Broncos this year. Moral of the story. Moral of the story is the Broncos should be good. We've been through a lot with Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater and Russell Wilson and Jeff Driscoll and Kendall Hinton and Brandon Allen and Paxton Lynch
Oh my
and
god.
Case Keenum.
Jeff Driscoll.
Jeff,
I
I
forgot
remember that
about
Pittsburgh
Jeff.
game. Like he was diming up when Locke got hurt and he had to come in. He looked so good, and then the next game against Tampa, he sucked. He looked awful. And Brett Rippon, who so many people thought was better than
Oh my
like
god.
Russell Wilson.
Kendall
Brett
Hinton.
Rippon, yeah,
I
one game,
remember
the massive game.
Brandon Allen's really good game at Minnesota. Like Sutton made
Yeah,
so many catches down the field.
the worst
Um,
choke in like NFL history
yeah,
almost.
yeah,
It was up 20 points at halftime. What a time! What a time! But this should be a really good like season in general because Denver's going to be good. October is going to be awesome. October, November are going to be so fun because Broncos are going to be in full swing. The Avs are going to be back. The Nuggets are going to be back. The Rocky season will end. Like it's going to be great. It's going to be
and I
phenomenal.
do. This is the first time in like 2 years, really, that I'm like really excited for the Nuggets coming into the season too.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. I'm so excited for preseason. Preseason for basketball starts pretty early. So that starts in like September. Like, it starts relatively early, so I'm looking forward to that.
And
I'm
with
really
how
looking forward
fast
to seeing how
football
they look.
season goes by, like that's gonna come by really quick.
It's gonna come by really, really quick. I'm excited. Excited to see how it looks. Jonas Valanciunas is officially gonna be on the team. The stressful
Yeah,
couple of weeks. Thinking we're gonna have to rely on Zeke Naji again, but we won't. We're gonna be good. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. But yeah, I think we covered all we could for a week of preseason. I don't know if there's
yeah.
anything else we got on
Mm,
tap. I think that's it. We'll see what happens next week. Who do they play next week? They play Arizona, I think.
is it? I know they got
Yeah,
the
Arizona.
Saints.
Arizona and then the Saints.
In Denver next week.
In Denver. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. Hopefully I can watch that. I actually don't even know if I'm gonna go watch that. I'm gonna be on a cruise this weekend, so I don't know what's gonna happen. We'll see.
Oh
We'll see what
wow.
happens.
Maybe I'll go to
Fine.
it. Um,
Yeah, give us an on-field report. Back to the
For Bet
broadcast.
365, I'll give some.
Yeah.
We can't we can't like give any picks in the articles, obviously.
Oh, Yeah. Can you get credentialed for that game? You might be able to. That might be a little late,
I don't
but you can
know. I
try.
don't know. Yeah,
That'd be fun.
I don't know.
That could be fun. That could be fun. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. Uh, we will talk more. It was a real dead season because there was another time off for the Rockies, and once free agency ended for the Nuggets, it again nothing happened. So we will talk more about this next week, hopefully after
Ryan, we
I
can
get back.
say goodbye to Ryan McMahon.
Oh yeah,
Thank you. Thank you
yeah.
for your services, I
Thank
guess.
you, Ryan McMahon. I appreciate that walk off home run in 2018 against the Dodgers. I will never forget it.
I watched that when he got traded. Dude, he looks like such a baby, man.
Oh
He
my
looks like
god,
he's
yeah.
12 years old.
The beard really aged him up like
Yeah,
10
yeah.
years.
And then he looked like a baby with the Yankees in his first game.
Yeah, because he had to shave it. Well, he didn't have to,
But he
but
doesn't have to though. It's
yeah.
funny. Him and Bird both shaved, and it's like
Oh,
that
bird
rules.
shaving looked weird.
I
Bird's not
know.
the same guy.
No, it's
It
not.
took away his
But I'm like,
powers, man.
that's not a rule anymore. Like Devin Williams got a
Yeah.
full beard.
Yeah, Bird literally like lost his powers. He shaved his beard. He became the worst pitcher of baseball, and then got sent down to Triple A.
Dude, the Yankees, I just love the story of the Yankees this season. It's so funny, bro.
Yeah, I love it. They
They,
started off so hot,
yeah.
and
And then
then
they, all
Judge
these
gets hurt.
defensive errors, all these mistakes, and then they trade for all these big name all-star relievers, and one is now in AAA, and Bednar blows it every time, and Devin
Yeah,
Williams blows it every time, and Doval, like, they just blow
yeah.
every game.
Everyone has sucked. It's been incredible to watch. I love watching big market teams suck.
Yeah,
It's a great pleasure of mine. It's not even a guilty pleasure. I'm very open about it. It's we'll see. We'll see how it works. I like baseball's weird because I feel like it's so open this year. Like, there's
I
so many
know.
teams that are good. Like Milwaukee looks incredible, but they also every time they get in the
Dude,
playoffs they suck.
I know, there's
So
no way, bro. Just
there's no
looking at their lineup is just so
yeah,
ridiculous.
there's no one good. Like Yelich has been good, obviously, but
But
that's it.
Contreras is having a horrible year. Um, oh, like, dude. And then Bryce Terang, all of a sudden, he had like three career home runs, and then he's hit like four in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Um,
We because Joey Ortiz, because he went to NMSU, we cover him a ton here.
oh, nice.
Um, but like he's like, I mean, he can't hit for average.
I
He hits a
know.
home run or he strikes out. That's
Yeah,
pretty much it.
yeah.
Like he's young, so like, it's fine. But it's just funny. It's very funny seeing the Brewers. The Dodgers are very. He's obviously gonna be team again.
And then it's like the
Um,
Red Sox trade Devers, and then all of a sudden, like our World Series team. Like
yeah,
what?
yeah. I don't know what happened with them. The Blue Jays made no moves. They didn't do anything, and they have the
Yeah,
best record in baseball.
yeah.
How that happened? Don't
Detroit
know.
is absolutely like they've fallen off a lot.
Yeah, they hit 60 wins first, and then sucked. Schoolboy had a bad outing yesterday.
And then, dude,
We'll
Cleveland,
see.
Cleveland
Yeah.
gets
Oh
into
my
this
God.
whole betting situation. They
Yeah.
lose Clase and a good starter, and now have the like best record in the AL since then. Like what?
It really makes no sense. Baseball's so stupid. I love it. It's the best. It's the best. Excited for baseball playoffs. We'll see how the. I'm excited for the Phillies. I've kind of adopted the Phillies as my
Oh
team
wow.
because I don't like. I don't know what other team in the NL I would like. I can't take any NL West team. Um,
Mm,
and I know Central. I don't really care. I don't want to
I
bandwagon the Cubs.
yeah
I don't really care
no
about the Brewers. I still don't like the Brewers for 2018. So I actually
same
don't
same.
can't like that.
I just Brewers just always I don't like their stadium. I don't.
Yeah,
It's just bad. Like I just don't really like it.
yeah.
Um,
Phillies are like the other team. I also like a lot of Philadelphia teams will leave like a bad taste in your mouth just because it's Philly. I don't think the Phillies do that. I don't know why. Like I think they're likable.
not even
I
Harper.
don't know. I like Harvard. I just
Uh,
I like because for baseball, like when you're overly cocky in other sports, like I don't really like it. But Harper can back it up, and also it makes the boomer baseball fans mad. So it makes I
I
like it even more.
That's true. I also respect guys that don't go to the Dodgers, and him choosing
Yeah,
the Phillies over the Dodgers is cool. Like anybody who just
exactly.
I just can't get
Yeah,
over people who go to the Dodgers. Like
yeah,
it's just so unoriginal, dude. Like like Freddie Freeman, I get it. He's like a good guy, all this, but to pick the
yeah.
Dodgers,
And I
bro.
also think Freddie's the one where I can excuse it because his agent screwed him over. Because like he
Oh
was like
yeah,
blocking like Atlanta's communication with them, so he didn't know. And also he's from LA, so I get it. But everybody else is not off the hook. They all get it. Like Shohei, I used to like Shohei. He was
dude.
my favorite player. Now
What
I
is
hate
the
him. I
point of
can't like him.
switching teams when they're like 30 minutes away? Like,
He should have
I
went to Toronto. He would have been a hero.
yeah
He would have literally been a god in
yeah
Toronto.
for
LA,
real
he's just like another big time athlete. He legitimately would have been a god in
facts. Blake Snell going there, like why?
Toronto. Oh my god.
Like he's pitched
Like
with the Padres, but I and then he just goes to his right. I don't get it.
yeah. I
Um
think baseball. I think has the least amount of loyalty.
yeah
Like I legitimately think because it's been that way forever. Like even Chase Utley, like he was the guy for the Phillies, and even he goes to the Dodgers. It's like come on,
I
like
know I
what the heck? So
know.
yeah, it's been happening for years. And teams, and baseball trades are also just like they're so stupid. Like Mookie Betts got traded for literally nothing. Like LA just like farted on the phone, and Boss was like, "All right, cool, yeah, we'll take it."
I mean, it was
They
the
don't have,
same thing. It was the same thing with the Devers trade. Makes absolutely no sense.
yeah,
You get like a bum reliever really, and then a guy who's just a minor league pitcher. Like I don't know.
like you don't know if these guys are good.
Yeah,
You have no idea if they're like the prospect has to like if I was a baseball GM, I'm not trading anybody big unless your prospect is in the majors and he's good. I'm not trading for them if they're in single A and they're dominating because
facts.
everyone a high draft pick dominates in single A. So
But
I don't know.
Charlie Condon's cooking double A now.
He is.
Um,
He is. Hopefully he's up next year.
I just
I
have
hope he's
like
up
these
next year.
hitters can all be cool and everything, but until they can pitch, it's they just can't. They just can't. It's just
Yeah.
so it's that Blue Jays series was absolutely
Oh my
ridiculous, man.
god.
It's just
That was like
you don't give
embarrassing.
your guys any chance, man. And I feel bad for these young hitters. It's like, dude, give them a chance, bro. And
Yeah.
even this D-backs game, the D-backs just scored 8 runs in an inning. Like,
hmm And the Rockies have 6 runs. Like they have enough.
I know,
That's
I
that
know.
should be enough to win.
Like you look at their lineup, Hunter Goodman having a terrific year, Jordan Beck's having a good year, Moniak's having a great year, Freeman's having a good year. All these guys are having
Yeah.
good years, but they can't win games because his pitching is just so bad, man. It's every
Yeah.
single guy. Like Freeland, bro, like 6 ERA, Marquez a 6 ERA. Damn, like why? What
Dude,
happened?
sends Atella,
Don't
bro. Oh my
I
god.
mean he shouldn't even
He
be
might be
on
the
the
worst
on a team.
he might be the worst pitcher in baseball right now. He looks awful.
The
And he'll
relievers,
put up oh all the relievers are not good. Even like the good except Halverson has a lot of potential, but he
but
has really bad control problems.
yeah.
Vodnik, I think, is the only like somewhat good one. They brought up that one kid, was it Zach Agnos, who was good for like a
Oh
week and then he sucked and they had to send him back down.
yeah. I'm
Um,
kind of afraid that warming Bernabel stretch was kind of a insanity run.
oh,
He doesn't hit the ball really hard like at all.
yeah.
Um I don't know.
I
Um
do need him to be good though. Having
and
a guy
then
named Warming Bernabel be good is
yeah, I know.
necessary.
And then like oh my God, the Dolander situation this year has just been
Oh
so
yeah.
like sad.
I
I
think
mean,
I
it's
think he's
not
getting brought up again. I think he's getting brought up to start tomorrow or whenever they play next.
okay. And like I saw he gave up like 4 runs and or maybe 3 runs in 3 innings his last start in the minors, but
Uh,
it, it's just like it's the Brewers with Mizorowski, the Reds with Chase Burns.
uh,
Um, There's another there's another rookie I feel like that's done. I mean Skeens,
Yeah,
like
dude.
they're
They were one pick away from. They were one
you.
pick away.
All right, speaking of Condon, he's he's cooking he's cooking double A. You know who won a pick right after Condon?
It was Caglione, right?
No, Nick Kurtz on the A's. He
Oh,
went fourth.
ah, God,
Yeah, it's just painful.
God. Well, Caglione went a couple picks after, and
I know he
I mean,
went
he's been
sixth,
okay.
I
He's been
think.
okay in the majors, but Kurtz is literally like one of the best hitters in baseball right now. That's going to be the one that hurts. Even if Conde comes up and is fine, which he probably will be, Nick Kurtz is literally having like one of the best rookie seasons
Yeah,
ever.
yeah.
Like he's oh God. Oh, oh Lord. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. Who'd they draft this year? I don't even remember. Who drafted this year.
Ethan Holiday, man. That's
Oh
a good
yeah.
pick.
Hopefully. Please.
I know.
He's gotta be the savior. He
I
has to
know.
be. He has to be the savior. They can't like please. Please. They missed out on Jackson, who's fine, I guess, but they need Ethan to be good. They need
Just one
they,
like true superstar, man.
yeah. They literally haven't had it since Nolan. Like
I know. I
they have
know.
not had a superstar since Nolan. And even then, Nolan was elite 2019, but he was not good in
No.
2020. And he really hasn't been good since they traded him. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We will see. We will see. Well, those are 10 minutes of baseball that we can
All
do
right.
because Rocky
Yeah.
sucks so much.
That's always so depressing.
Oh my God. See, they're actually so bad. Even the people I work with who don't know anything about baseball come up
And
to
they
me
know the
like, man, the
Rockies.
Rockies really suck. And I'm like, yeah, I
I
know.
know. Like,
I want them to be good so bad.
do
I
you think you're
love
like
baseball.
breaking news or something? I like
Yeah, he's like, I'm aware. Don't worry.
we've known for the past like 5 years, 6, 7 years.
No, God, God, I don't remember. I don't remember the last time I even went to a Rockies game. It's so sad.
I went to the
Did I go
Skeens
to?
game. I went to the Skeens game that we won. That was actually
Oh
cool.
yeah, where they lit him up.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
had like that was like his worst outing of the year
It was his
somehow.
first 3-run homer he's allowed in his career to Jordan
Yeah,
Beck.
well, you knew that's why he had to transfer from Air Force. He can't pitch at altitude.
Yeah,
He knew.
facts.
He knew. He knew. All right, I got to shower. I
All
got to get
right.
ready to watch Weapons.
Oh shit.
So we will see what happens.
That's
Oh,
fire.
oh, I'm not gonna be there. Wait, what? Okay, we have things to do. All right, I'll we will talk to you guys later. Hopefully the Broncos look better. We will see y'all in the next. Peace. All right.